video lesson is solving literal equations. What is a literal equation? A literal equation is an equation involving two or more variables. For example, 2x plus 5y equals 12 is a literal equation because it has variables x and y. Or a equals 1/2 bh. It has three variables. That's the area formula for area of a triangle. Or 5 times the quantity 3a minus 4 is equal to 10b is a literal equation. Literal equations can be solved, but not in the same way we were solving our equations that had just one variable. The process is the same, but in this case we will not get a single value when we solve. We'll just get a modified version of the equation. Example 1. Solve 2x minus 4y equals 7 for y. Now remember, our objective is to isolate the variable y. So anything that is on the same side of the equal sign with the y, we would like to remove. Right now, we see that there's a 2x on the same side, and there's a times -4. Remember, when solving equations, we must reverse our order of operations. So, we want to go backwards. First thing is there anything added or subtracted on the same side of the equation as the variable y? There is. This 2x is being added. We know it's added because there's no negative sign in front of the 2x. So we'd like to move it to the other side. So we're going to go ahead and subtract 2x from both sides. Note the 2x's on the left cancel, and note on the right we cannot actually combine 7 and minus 2x because they are not like terms. So we simply write them next to each other. So on the right-hand side, we have simply 7 minus 2x's. On the left, we still have something with the y. We have a times -4. Remember, when a number touches a letter, it's multiply. So we ask ourselves, do we have any multiplication or division to remove? We do. We'd like to get rid of the times -4. The opposite of multiplying by -4 is divide. So we'll go ahead and divide both sides of the equation by -4. Note, on the left-hand side, we have -4 divided by -4, or 1y, or just y. And on the right-hand side, we have 7 minus 2x over -4. Note, this can be rewritten as y equals -7/4 plus 2/4 x. Or, if we simplify, y equals -7/4 plus 1/2 x. Note, all of these are equivalent responses. Now it's your turn to try. Solve 2x minus 4y equals 7, but this time, solve it for x. Go ahead, pause the video, give it a try, check in with a neighbor, see if you get the same answer, or with the teacher. Example 2. Solve x plus a divided by 3 is equal to b for x. Now remember, our objective is to isolate the variable x. So we look on the same side, we look at what else is on the same side with the x. So we see two things. We see a plus a and we see a divide by 3. Now note, in this case, plus a and x are both being divided by 3, meaning x plus a is grouped, meaning it essentially behaves as parentheses. So yes, while we do have addition and subtraction, that addition is trapped inside parentheses. So when reversing our order of operations, we will not begin with addition and subtraction. So do we have any multiplication and division to remove? We do. We have a divide by 3. The opposite of dividing by 3 is multiplying by 3. So we'll multiply by 3 on both sides. On the left, we have a times 3 and a divide by 3. So 3 divided by 3, which is 1. On the right, we have a b times 3, or 3b. So this becomes x plus a is equal to 3b. Now note, our objective is to get the x by itself. Right now, we see that x is being added to an a. The opposite of plus a is minus a, so we subtract a from both sides. Note, we cannot actually combine 3b and minus a because they are not like terms, so we simply write them down. X is equal to a 3b minus a, and that's our answer. Go ahead and try this one. X minus c divided by 4 is equal to d. Solve it for x. Pause the video, give it a try. Check in with a neighbor or with the teacher. Let's look at one more example. Example 3. Solve c is equal to 2 pi r for r. Note, this is the circumference formula for a circle. Okay, looking at this equation, we can see that next to the r is a 2 and a pi. Both of these are touching the r, meaning they are being multiplied. So we need to get rid of them. The opposite of multiplying by 2 and pi is dividing by 2 and pi. So we'll divide both sides of the equation by 2 pi. On the right, they cancel. On the left, we get c divided by 2 pi is equal to r, and that's our solution. Go ahead and try this one. E is equal to mc squared. Solve it for m. Pause the video, give it a try. Check in with a neighbor or with the teacher to verify. Last example. Solve v is equal to 1/3 base times height for h, height. Okay, we'd like to get h by itself. Right now, we see that there is a 1/3 being multiplied, but we also know multiplying by 1/3 is the same as dividing by 3. So we can get rid of this divide by 3, or this 1/3 fraction, by multiplying both sides of the equation by 3. So we put times 3 in front of both. On the left, we get 3v. On the right, we get 3 times 1/3, or 3 divided by 3, which becomes just 3v is equal to base times height, or bh. We still do not have h by itself. Right now, we have a b being multiplied to h. The opposite of multiplying by b is divide, so we'll divide both sides of the equation by b. On the right, they cancel. On the left, we have 3v divided by b. So h is equal to 3v over b. Last one to try. H is equal to 1/4 PQR. Solve it for Q. Pause the video, give it a try. Check in with a neighbor or with the teacher to verify.